My story starts in a small city called Rosario, in Argentina. I was just a boy with a ball always at my feet. The streets were my first stadium. The kids in the neighborhood were my first rivals and teammates. My family was everything to me. My dad, Jorge, worked in a factory. My mom, Celia, took care of our home. We were a close family, full of love and support. They saw how much I loved the game every time I touched a football. Honestly, I didn't think about becoming a big star. I just wanted to play. The game made me happy. It was how I talked when words weren't enough. Rodrigo was older. Matias was older. They played football too. I always wanted to join them, even though I was smaller. Grandmother Celia was my biggest fan. She first took me to a local club, Grandoli. She told the coach to let me play, even against bigger boys. She believed in me before anyone else. Her faith gave me the first push I needed. On that dusty field, I found my world. The ball felt like part of my body. Every goal was joy. Growing up in Rosario taught me friendship and being part of a group. Football was my joy, but a sad problem showed up when I was a child. The doctors told my parents I had a growth hormone deficiency. This meant my body wasn't growing the way it should. I was always the smallest kid on the field, and now I knew why. The treatment was expensive. It meant getting shots in my legs every day. It was a hard routine for a young boy. Every night, a needle. It hurt, and it was scary. But I knew I had to do it. I wanted to grow. I wanted to keep playing football. My dream was bigger than my fear. My parents gave up so much to pay for the treatment for as long as they could. This challenge made me stronger, not weaker. It taught me to be disciplined from a very young age. While other kids were just playing, I had this serious job to do. I had to be brave every single day. On the field, I used my small size to my advantage. I could turn faster, protect the ball, use my body in smart ways. Arriving in Barcelona was like stepping into a different world. I was only 13 years old. I was quiet and shy. I missed my home. I missed my mom. I missed my brothers and sisters. The food was different. The language was different. Everything was new and scary. Some days I felt so lonely. At the famous youth academy, La Masia, I was surrounded by other talented young players. But I was the outsider, the small kid from Argentina who barely spoke. Then I'd step onto the training field, and the ball made everything feel right again. Football was my safe place. My tryout was a moment of truth. Everyone was watching. Carl's Rexach was there. He had to make the decision. I just played my game, took the ball and ran with it, dribbled past players. After minutes, he saw something special. But things moved slowly. There was no official contract. My father became worried. He needed a promise. Rexach met my father at a tennis club and grabbed a napkin from the table. He wrote that Barcelona would sign me and pay for my medical costs. Making my first team debut for FC Barcelona was a dream come true. I was only 17. I came on to replace Deco, a player I looked up to. I was playing alongside Ronaldinho. He treated me like a little brother. My first goal was a beautiful chip, helped by him. Celebrating with him on my back is unforgettable. The years that followed were a blur of wins. With Pep Guardiola leading us, we perfected a way of playing that amazed the world. We won everything: La Liga, Copa del Rey, the Champions League. Winning the sextuple in 2009 was unbelievable. My job was to score and create, with Xavi and Andrés Iniesta reading the game like no others. Playing with them was a joy. Together we were something special. Individual awards came because of team success. I never focused on them. For over 20 years, Barcelona was my home. I grew from a boy into a man. I became a husband and a father there. I became the club's all-time leading scorer, won more trophies than anyone in our history. More than records, it was the connection with the fans and the city. The Blaugrana shirt was my second skin. It was a time of magic, a time of glory I'll remember forever. Playing for my country, Argentina, was always a different kind of pressure, a different kind of love. We came so close: World Cup 2014, Copa America 2015 and 16. The losses were crushing. I was criticized. It hurt because nobody wanted it more than I did. I stepped away for a short time, but I couldn't give up. My love for my country was too strong. We built a new team, together, humble, ready to fight for each other. The first big win came in 2021, beating Brazil in their stadium. In Qatar, my last chance, we lost to Saudi Arabia, but it made us stronger. We treated every game like a final. The final was the craziest, most beautiful game. Extra time, penalties, a test of courage and spirit. When the last kick went in, the emotion was overwhelming. We were world champions. For my family, for Rosario, for all of Argentina,